Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening to wherever you're tuning in from. How is everybody doing? Apologies for the lateness. I'm seeing a lot of chat. I'm seeing a lot of chitter and chatter. Are we live? I just want to make sure we're live and then we'll kick it off. Just bear with me for a moment, please. Good morning, everyone. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. We are live. How is it going, everyone? How is it going? Let's do a quick shout out in the chat. We've got a good episode for today. We've got Hafuel in the chat, who is an OG. Always good to see you, my brother. Always modding the chat. We've got Cryptique. We've got Powers of Four. We have got Stephen. Great to see you, Stephen. Great to see you. Really great to see you. Sebastian says, hello, friends. Hello, Sebastian. It's great to see you, my friend. TraderSZ in the chat, as you guys already know. Great to see you, TraderSZ. We'll have you on in just a moment, my brother. Cryptique again. Joel says, good evening from Thailand. Good evening from Thailand, mate. Everybody's saying hello to SC. Show some love in the chat to TraderSZ, guys. Show some love to TraderSZ. He comes out of his way to come on these shows for us and to share his knowledge. He does it for free. He does it out of his own time. So make sure you show him some love. And CG says, all good, thanks. Good, thanks, NJ. How's things with you? And Guy Droog says, first time tuning in. Stream looking slick. Very professional. Cheers, mate. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Rightio. Keep dropping some comments. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know what you guys are up to today. It's a happy Tuesday. We'll have TraderSZ on in a sec. Bear with me. So as always, guys, if you don't mind, please drop a like on the video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 3K subscribers. In the description below, you'll see a link to the Telegram channel. You definitely want to pay attention to that. Click on it. It's for free. All of it is for free. So make sure you do that. CG says he's tuning in from Switzerland. How's it going, mate? Switzerland is cool. Very, very cool. And Patrick, shout out to TraderSZ. Thank you, Patrick. Got another comment here that says, TraderSZ, you're a champion. Followed your trades and all in profits. Fantastic. Crypto AM, good to see you, mate. And Min says he's from Vietnam. Fantastic. Okie dokie. Let's kick off the show. TraderSZ.
Yo.
How's it going, my brother?
Yo, good fam. What are you saying?
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're back on the show.
Yes, it's been a while. So we'll hop on, see what I go on.
Yeah, it has been. It has been quite a bit. But I think after looking at your Twitter, you've been on quite an adventure yourself, haven't you? You've been all over the place recently.
All over the place, many places to come. Heading away this week actually. On Monday,
Yeah.
next Monday.
Oh, okay, all right. Mind if I ask where you're off to?
Going Greece.
Greece. Sexy. Are you going as a bachelor or you going?
Oh, well, you know how it is.
You know, I saw this thing the other day, right? Where there was this girl that messaged Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool, and she said, look, if if you guys keep a clean sheet and you guys don't lose on the next game, I'll give you I'll drop you a DM and we'll see what happens there. So then Trent responds and he's like, look, we lost, yeah, but I mean, what? She's got a boyfriend, so what?
And what?
In football, they've got goalies as well. Don't mean you can't score. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, legit, man. It's good to see you. It's always a good bit of fun whenever you jump on the stream. I was hoping today, you know what? Today I was hoping we could talk a bit about Bitcoin, a bit about altcoins, maybe see what some of these guys in the chat want to say. All of these guys in the chat, they love you. They love you in the chat. They all respect you. They know that I respect you, and they all respect you as well. So, happy to do it. Happy to do it your way. And also, do you know what? If you get a chance, I want to talk about this Doge thing because Doge ripped today, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's probably your area, fam. I don't know.
Definitely. You know, it is. But you know what? I do think that we should both talk about it for a bit or two, just because it's a bit weird. Like I would love your brutal opinion on it. I find it so ridiculous. I'd just love to get your opinion. But if you're free, if you think you're good, let's talk about Bitcoin for these ledgers.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Do you want to
definitely.
share screen or?
Yeah, so if you share your screen, I'll enable it from here. Fantastic. As always, guys, if you don't mind, like the video, subscribe to the content. We're trying to get to 3K subscribers. With your help, would be very much appreciated. And also, don't forget the link in the description below for the Telegram channel. Thank you very much. Let's go, Bitcoin.
Can you see your screen from?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. I'm gonna keep it simple, really. I'm gonna go with. I mean, I already posted publicly. I'm short. I mean, I've set a target here, but like that can be adjusted, etc. So my main thesis is, I mean, I'm not gonna repeat the majority of the stuff because everybody knows that. But like, obviously, we're at this key support, and remember we were going for longs, and it's hit my target, but that's still key support. And if it breaks below here, then we've got that range. So that is already what we've talked about before. Let's talk about the more present now. What's going on? So what I've done is I've marked out a range, and I based it on the monthly candle. 1 second from of June. So if you look at June, right, we are within that month candle, aren't we? It's quite clear to see. So what I've done is I've done a range low, a range high, and a mid range, and obviously that's just the midpoint between them. So mid range is a very very key resistance level, and not only that, it lines up with May low as well. So maybe just a reaction. I'm not saying it has to be a top, but a reaction anyway. If it's going to turn, this is a good area to turn. When market turns, it's often at key levels. Maybe sometimes before, or sometimes a bit of a squeeze, but it's often around that area. Another confluencing factor we've got is we've taken out previous month's high and rejected below it. So right now we've hit the mid range. We're trading below previous month's high. That's technically like a swing failure type for now. It can change, but all I'm looking for is the reaction. I mean, I may get my TP and then carries on higher. All I'm playing is the volatility. Let's zoom in further. And what we've got here is the weekly. So you can see that turning right now. We are now within. So we've covered the higher time frame. Is that clear so far? Why I believe there's some sort of reaction. Now, obviously, if it clears the mid range and holds, then I'm going to be going for targets to around here and then around the 28,360s. Okay, those are the next objectives towards these this low here. So let's zoom in now and focus on this just this weekly. So that's what we need to focus on, because above here, then I'm going to look for longs, targeting towards this low. 1 second here, maybe even here, but around this region here next. If it's going to break above here, because that is a break above the mid range. So now what we've done is zoomed in. I've marked that last week's high, last week's low, and last week's mid range. So we've taken that out. We've hit the midpoint. Okay. So that's more or less. I did take a trade here, separate day trade, but I'm looking for this low here. And my reasoning for that is also to do with the ES approaching my massive resistance level, which we'll get onto in a minute. So going down now onto the lower time frame.
Does look like a massive rising wedge, though, doesn't it?
It does. It looks like one of these patterns, isn't it? I was going to say that.
Yeah. It looks like
You're absolutely correct, NJ. I mean, let me draw that out. I mean, I didn't draw it. I mean, Exo pointed out to me. I mean, I have them on, but I don't know if I'm drawing properly.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's a pattern. It's just a pattern at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
something
You're
like
gonna
this.
you're gonna know the context a lot better.
But this pattern does line up with the context I've just given. I'm not
Yeah.
looking for a massive move. I'm just looking for maybe it could evolve into something bigger, or one of these stocks, because that hasn't been touched. So running in towards here. So if this was to break, say if I wasn't in the trade, and this setup lines up with the setup I'm going to show you right now. So this is
Yeah.
one way of looking at it: break and hold below, smash towards here. Now after that, does it push up or does it break down further? Who knows? I don't care. That's my target for now. I'll worry about the rest later. But yes, absolutely. Now going back down now. So that setup there I just mentioned, if it breaks below the midpoint of last week, that's a separate setup. As you can see, we got the trend line there. If it breaks and holds below, got a clear invalidation, continue clean break above, target 1, fill this in, retest that, and then target 2 towards here, and I'm done. After that, whatever happens, does he nuke, does he jump? Who cares? My trade's done. The way we can tackle it further. So this is where you may be asking, well, what do I do then? I mean, what if it hits my targets and it does go my way? Well, let's just break it down, simplify it down into two ranges. What we've got here is we've got this range here, okay, more or less here.
Mm.
So if that was a resistance, deviation, resistance, deviation, bit of resistance, deviation again. So logically, we would say midpoint is the first objective. I'm just eyeballing it, and second objective. Now, if it goes below that, then that's a separate trade on its own. Then, so that would then open the doors for this range. Then here, why is that? Resistance, well, some congestion there. Support, resistance. So if it does this, I start breaking back down within here. That's my separate trade to get back in or add and play it towards here. So you see, I'm playing level to level.
100%.
And then obviously, if it does this, I'll take the hit. I'm wrong. I'll start looking for longs towards the targets I mentioned. And that is it.
Beautifully said, bro. I mean, do you know what I've noticed as well? I've noticed a lot of people are just focusing on the price action of Bitcoin. They're not looking at the overall market. I know XO has done a really fantastic job of sort of pointing out things like the Nasdaq and oil. Do you have any thoughts on oil out of interest?
Yeah, we'll have a look at oil. And let me just do ES first. I forgot to do ES.
Yeah, that's a
Why I
good
think it's
idea.
at a turning point. So if I look at ES, and then I will do oil. I haven't looked
Yeah,
at that in a
fantastic.
while myself. But with the ES, I mean, we're right at the mid range we've spoken on before. Remember when I said, I'm not sure if you remember, I said where I'm looking to look for a top in the ES is around the mid range of 2021 mid range. So first
Yeah.
and foremost, let's look at it from a naked chart perspective.
Oh, do you know what?
Um,
You know what? I just say this really quickly. I watched your video the other day. You did a fantastic breakdown of ES, and you even showed the three drives. I can see it now. I can actually see it
yeah.
on your chart.
Mhm.
The three drives and how it syncs up with 4360. I think it was.
Around there, yes, around
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
But you
That
can see
was
that's
a
a key turning point. Yep, absolutely. But you can see that's a key turning point for us. You can see. I mean, it's not the cleanest, but you can make it out. So we're
yeah.
right there right now. My thesis before, or my plan before, was I don't want too much of a deviation above the mid range. It's not going to be perfect retest and go down. But what I'm looking for, one of them was either it goes in towards here and it starts dropping. So with that at a turning point, I mean, this is where I'm thinking, okay, maybe Bitcoin could turn as well. Obviously, if this turns, Bitcoin will turn. Another alternative is it doesn't have to retest that. Maybe take out these stops. But the key point is show me the deviation, is what I want to look for. So I'm going to simplify this down now. So what you want to keep an eye on is June high here. Okay. So let's clean it up. Let's get rid of this. Make my so
SE. I think your mic died for a second there, bro. Let's double check. Evening from Thailand. Good.
make my so
Yeah, I think your mic's died there, bro. Are you yo? Okie dokie. Well, all right, guys, give us just a quick second. SE will join back in just a moment. Apologies for the delay. There we go. SE is back.
yeah, I'm back.
How's it going, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me again?
Yeah. All is good. All is
Okay,
good. It was.
sometimes it's so sensitive, my thing. So, okay, which part did you get up to last?
I can replay that for you right now. Hold on.
Shit, I gotta learn that little tricks you got there, man. That's sick.
Okay.
Got a
So
proper studio built in, fam. Fucking hell.
yeah. Do you know? Do you know what we'll do? We'll get this set up for when you and XO do your joint stream.
You know what? You need to
Yeah.
come over to me, yeah. And we need to sort something out. When I'm back from holiday,
Yeah.
I'll fly you
Definitely,
over.
man. Definitely, bro. Whenever you call on me, I'm there, bro.
Yeah, I want to
That's
set
how
that.
we
That's
do.
sick.
Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Okay, so we'll just carry on from this point of view. I mean, doesn't make a difference.
So the last thing that you mentioned, just a quick one. I think it was you said we were at a key turning point, and that it wasn't absolutely perfectly lined up, but it was in fact a key turning point.
Yes. Okay, now I remember. So what we've got here is, I mean, we could retest this level or we may not. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is Hang on. Let me zoom in. What matters to me is the once it confirms. Okay, let it do whatever it wants now. I rode most of this leg up. I rode it mostly towards around here, and I'm done with this now. I didn't ride the last portion, but actually I did really ride it a bit here as well. But it doesn't matter. So what we're looking for is around here is around June's high, and what have we've got here is a nice little trend line. Maybe I need let me zoom in a bit. Just makes life easier for everybody. The see things that's better. Okay, two twos. Let's carry on. We've got that there.
Mm.
We've got that there. Now, the context is set. That's when the chart patterns are easy. I've done all the legwork behind it. The question is whether it pushes up a bit higher or not. It doesn't matter. These key stocks, maybe I want to say a little push higher. But once it does this, whatever it's going to do, however high, once it can break back below, that's it. That's back below June high. Deviation in. Nice, yeah, trend line pattern. Let's fucking go. I mean, I will still take profits along the way. I'm not going to be stupid. But okay, we've got some target practice there. And we've got some there. So what we'll do is, at that point, I believe the high is in on Bitcoin. And on ES. Target, and then we'll see what happens. Even then, I'm still going to take profits along the way. I'm not going to get emotional or irrational thinking it's going to hell. No. Target. We still keep our cool. And then we'll see if it gives us new lows. It gives us new lows. If it's not, but probability wise, we are still in a bearish macro environment. There's nothing's changed. Rates are still rising. Quantitative tightening still happening. What's changed? Fuck all. So
You know
that's
what?
when we resume.
You know what?
Sorry.
I'm sorry about that, bro. I'm really glad you said that because you know what? A couple of weeks ago, I was looking at this chart with XO, and I even, I even brought it up on the stream as well. I think I brought it up on the stream twice now. I'd like to show this chart to you real quick, and I want to get your opinion on it. It's a very very basic chart, but if you don't mind, I just want you to have a quick look just to see because I was trying to understand whether or not this thing could go higher, and I'm kind of
Yeah.
thinking that it possibly can. You know, like I know we're short and stuff, and I completely understand the context for the short, but it's just I'm seeing the same thing again, and I just wondered what you thought. You know, like over here, right? Over here, we've
Yeah.
got this, and then over here we've got this, and
Yeah.
then it kind of looks like I remember this. I remember this price action here. I remember exactly what was going on in Twitter and stuff like that. Everyone was getting super bullish as soon as we cracked this high here. Everybody thought, the low was in, and we were going to start, going up here
Mm-hmm.
and now sort of we've broken below and I'm sort of seeing the same sort of area here happening sort of right here, and I'm wondering if we could get just one more squeeze up, take out these highs here, get everybody super bullish, and then when the euphoria really kicks in, that's when we
That's Ethereum, right?
yeah, that's Ethereum, yeah.
Okay. Yes. Absolutely. I mean, ultimately, for me, it's gotta be when uh ES tops out. But yes, I see your point. Yes, and that's why I'm not. I don't pick a top unless it's very very obvious. Um. Yes, absolutely. There's no reason why. I mean, this is a resistance. Okay. Maybe either into here possibly or into here. I don't know where.
I
That's
feel
what I
like
hope.
I really feel like just above the first box that you drew, I feel like everybody on Twitter and Telegram, anybody who has social media that follows cryptocurrencies, I think they'd all get super, super bullish. Everybody would be talking about a break in market structure. They
So
would
so
say that the rising wedge is invalidated and stuff like that.
I'll, I'll,
Then,
I'll I'll keep it simple. I'll keep it simple. It may happen, it may not happen.
mm,
My
mm.
point is back to the ES plan, similar to the ES. When will it confirm to me? Okay, that's key support. Support, resistance. Okay. Whether it does this or whether it does, I don't know, this, once the deviation is done and the other things line up, then I'd probably play it towards here. Now, at that point, could he do this or could he do this? I don't know. I've made my money. I'll decide when or what happens at that point. But yes, there's no reason why we can't squeeze a bit higher. I don't. Yeah, there's no reason why.
In fact, I think you mentioned the plan for that right at the beginning. You gave us the range that we were in, and you said if we break above, that's where you'll cut the trade. You'll take a small scratch, and then we'll look for the longs. But I don't think those plans have even nearly unfolded yet. We're in a short right now, aren't we?
I'm in a Bitcoin short. Not in Ethereum. But yeah, I mean, Ethereum is at again June high as well. So around here is June's high. We've taken us some key stops already on Ethereum actually. Around where's June's high? Hang on.
Looking at that consolidation on the left there, I can't really decipher which is the up move. Which part of that consolidation there is the up move that sent the market lower? I can't pick one.
I mean, don't really need to. I mean, no, to be honest, I mean, I'm not really fussed about that. All I'm fussed about, okay, that's a clean flow broken. And
Okay,
then
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I took a trigger down here. And then
yeah.
validation over there and a road that's another bitch down.
Oh man,
It doesn't
beautiful.
need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect. I'm not perfect. There are loads of my entries. I just want to be on board. I want to catch my share of the move, and I'm done. Let everybody argue about the exact bottom and tops. I'm
Oh
not
man,
bothered
you've
about
been
that.
absolutely nailing this market on the short down, bro. I know. A lot of people are speechless. A lot of people. Do you know what's funny, right? Everybody stands up against you. You know when price is going up. I'll give you an example. You know the example we were just speaking about a second ago, where I was talking about a break in market structure, and everybody gets super bullish. I'm sure everybody would start chatting crap to you at that point, saying, "Yeah,
They can chat crap
we're
out there. Why?
never gonna go lower ever again." As soon
I
as it
do.
starts going lower, you're the only one tweeting. Everyone's gone quiet.
It's just emotional, man. I love playing with them as well. I make it worse myself. I love going on there and just start really stirring shit on there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm just relaxed. I'm relaxed. I've got my trigger. Sometimes I'm not even in it. I just start posting bearish gifts just to piss everybody off. I'm not even in anything. I'm out somewhere. I don't know. I'm having a meal somewhere. I just start posting bearish gifts for the sake of it. Just short. No, man. I just stay quiet then. I say, yeah, go on. You decide if I'm short or not. Is this gift shortable?
You know what? Do you know what, dude? I did a video yesterday, right? I did a video yesterday on bull markets, and just the overall market cycles of Bitcoin and how they tend to unfold, how historical what history tells us that Bitcoin has done each time we've got a cycle. Do you know one thing that it reminded me of? I remember, right, when Bitcoin was at around 3K, we were at the bottom. We were literally at the bottom, and you were the only person who I followed at the time, and I was following a lot more people than I follow now. You were the only person that I followed at the time that said, "Do you know what? I'm long on Bitcoin, and I think we're going to get like $1,000 move up." And nobody believed it. Nobody could understand why you were saying that, and it just makes me wonder. Do you think that when the lows finally settle in, do you think that you'll be able to pinpoint where the lows could potentially be? When we get into that accumulation place. So we've got the bull market, the bear market. We need that accumulation phase
Yeah.
before we can start pushing up.
I mean, let's
Do
be
you think?
honest. I mean, who picked the bottom in ES? I did it live actually. If you go to my Twitter, yeah, I got out all my shorts. Completely got out my shorts. I literally bought the bottom in ES right within here, within 2-3 handles, and I wrote
Jeez
this son of a
Louise.
bitch up. Yeah, of course I'm gonna flip bias. I even said it beforehand when it was down here. I said we're gonna be looking for an ES 2021 low. If the ES is bottomed, that means Bitcoin's bottomed.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
yeah, we go with what the market's telling us. When I believe when things are changing, shifting, I think it takes time to bottom out. But even if it's I don't catch a bottom, once it's confirmed to me, like I said before, I said previously. I mean, if you so say this is 21 low, right? So whatever I say on ES, that's reflected onto Bitcoin, okay, more or less.
Hmm.
So I said, if I don't get fuck off, 1 second. If I
No,
don't
you're
get a
good.
bottom here, then what I'll do is I'll let it accumulate, and then I'll get on the breakout retest. We longed it there then as well. So
Amazing.
that's it. So we wait. I wait for the signal from ES. When ES gives me the signal, I'm in Bitcoin as well by default.
Would you say the dollar has any sort of significant impact as well? Because I know that
Yeah, I
recently,
mean,
since
I think
since you and
dollar strength going to cause a lot of problem. I mean, I've been shorting the fuck out of a euro. Let's get some dollar index in there.
honestly,
Um,
it's so I can't I can't get
it will
really
cause
much of a
problem.
read on it. It's so freaking strong, bro. I
People
can't.
are forgetting. People are forgetting this. The dollar will weigh on everything. I won't go into the fundamentals of it. It's a bit thinking about, but the dollar, it will weigh on it. It will weigh on it. With dollar
Well,
going, yes, coming up. One is wrong.
did you hear
One is
that thing
wrong.
about? Did you hear about that thing? Russia, Ukraine. Apparently, they're gonna have some sort of peace talks. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right
I
thing
don't
here. I'm not sure if I'm saying the
know.
right thing here, but anyway, the point is, I don't see any sort of resolution anytime soon. It wouldn't
I
make
don't. I
sense.
mean, this would
Yeah,
have happened with or without Ukraine issue anyway. This is we
Mm,
won't get into everybody's gonna disagree here because we're emotional, but this shit was happening way before the Ukraine issue. That's
yeah,
maybe just an excuse for it to happen. But me personally, I reckon we do this, and that's when I think possibly we're gonna top in ES bottoms, Bitcoin bottoms, and dollar comes back down, and I'll be looking for a trigger
goodness,
there. That makes more sense, doesn't it? If you look at a
that's a
yearly
big
chart,
move, bro.
you gotta remember we had to, like, if you want to include this one, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 year accumulation. You think this is gonna stop here? Do one leg, equal measured move in towards here, deviate, smack it lower. That means Bitcoin bottom, ES bottom. Let's fucking go. Generational bottoms are in progress,
Wow.
and we're gonna be smacking along Bitcoin. I'm gonna be the biggest bull tard you've ever seen. I'm insufferable actually.
That is a massive, massive move, bro. That's a massive, massive move. Jesus
Wow.
Christ. And the thing is as well, this is sort of the yearly chart that you're showing it
Yeah,
on as
this is
well.
like this. Most of my trades, my big plays, and my yen pairs I did. I rolled the yen pairs up. Um, this is how I do it. I used to go to the yearly and quarterly charts. I mean, this is.
So,
I'll give you an example of how to do it, and I've done it with Bitcoin, but just that with crypto, it's a very immature market in a sense where it hasn't been around that long. It's kind of difficult. But I caught
mhm.
this leg here. I caught this move here on the yen pairs. And this is not just
Oh,
this year.
I remember this.
Yeah,
I
this
remember
year.
you were tweeting about
This
this
is
early
about
on.
around
Yeah, yeah,
100.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I rode most of it towards here, and then the last move was too fast. But regardless, I caught my. Everybody's quiet here. Nobody's talking about it here. That's when I'll be looking to get on board Bitcoin when I get my
Yeah,
signals. I rode this slow, 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 and then boom. That's when it really went.
man.
I mean, I got out a lot earlier, but regardless, I made my money.
Oh,
And
you
that's
got
all
you
that
got a
matters.
major piece of the pie there, man. You got no one's going to complain at a win, especially in a market like this. But you know what?
All right.
Just off what you were saying, just off what you were saying about the dollar. You know, you just pointed out something that was pretty crucial just now. You know that 7 year consolidation that you pointed
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
It makes me wonder. You know how low can Bitcoin actually go? Then maybe we're looking at prices like 14K, 12K, 10K, but
Yeah, I mean,
potentially.
yeah, I mean, if you think about it, let's think about it logically. Potentially, nobody's in Bitcoin. That's sometimes the easier way of approaching these markets, right? Pretend you're not in. What would make sense is, I mean, if this was a 5 minute chart and everybody just be open minded, right?
Mhm.
Don't pretend you're not in Bitcoin, and this is for your own benefit as well. Because if you want to catch some generational bottoms, why would not this not be possible? This maybe is the true SR level. If you think about it, that was the deviation. Got back below resistance, 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 broken out, retest, push towards there, support. So something like this, I'll be looking for longs around here, depending on what we get here. I'm not saying I'm
Yeah.
blindly buying, but I would expect around here to be a possible bottom, depending on if everything else lines up. That's the first I'll be watching. Or if I'm not confident, or if I just short term margin play the thing, and once it reclaims, that's it. Let's get ready. Pump
Yeah,
it back
yeah,
up.
yeah. Because you know what, the reason I'm struggling to really get a read on it is just because we've dumped so aggressively. Like
Yeah.
if we yeah, we've dumped so aggressively. I've never seen down moves like this. I think it was last year even where no, it was this year. Sorry, I apologize. It was this year where I think we got two times we got 3 monthly red candles for Bitcoin. I think we've never had that before. So that's all
Yeah,
good. Things
yeah, I mean, that doesn't matter. I mean, who
yeah.
set the rule for 3 month candles? You gotta think
No,
about
I
this. As
agree. I'm totally open to things happening for the first time, for sure, for sure. I just mean that we've sold off so aggressively, and if the dollar's going to push up in the way the dollar's going to push up, as an example, right? Just one sort of source of confluence, then it
yeah.
just makes me wonder how low can Bitcoin actually
Okay,
go?
well, let's look at it from this perspective. Watch this. One, this is a monthly chart. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine consecutive up candles. One, two, three, four, five, six there. Consecutive down candles, monthly candles. Who says we can't have more than three? This is the dollar we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and there's a significant amount more money moving in that
See
direction.
this
So yeah,
environment. These are like rare environments, like crashes or whatever's happening. So whoever's saying that is never traded that long. That's what it is. All it shows is they haven't traded long. That's all
yeah.
it shows.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Understood. Understood. So
Yeah.
really and truly, the level that you pointed out on Bitcoin is kind of the crucial level. That range that you pointed out is really and truly where we need to sort of be paying all our attention to, if not most of it.
Yeah, again, just to make it is just the level I'm eyeing up. I don't know. I mean, all I can go by is historically what has worked for me and where a market will be attracted towards. It just makes sense, doesn't it? Fill a bit of this in.
It
Um,
really looks pivotal. Like it looks, and I think the annoying thing is, I mean, if this was a 5 minute chart, it'd look like a retest, right? I mean, it wouldn't look like
uh-huh.
much of a big deal. But obviously, happening on the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame, emotions are flying. Like I said, you know what? Yesterday I was saying this on my stream as well yesterday, and I mentioned that we have this thing with Bitcoin and crypto in general, where we tend to have a bull market, then we have a bear market, then we have an accumulation phase, and then we have a bull market, then a bear market, then an accumulation phase, and the price shows us that, right? And I'm just wondering, maybe what you're saying is perfect. Maybe we get back into that range, and there's so much space, there's so much air inside of that range. Maybe we fill some of that air in, and then we can get back above. And then, that top box, that's the previous all-time high, right? Around 20K. Is that correct?
This is around 20K. This is around 20K.
Yeah. So maybe we can range between 10, 15, 15, 20, 20, 15, 15, 10. Maybe we could potentially range for a little while. And then as soon as
Yeah,
we get back above 20, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. As soon as we get back above 20 and we've had a
and then
good
let's
year of
just
sort of,
pop and go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
absolutely.
would be pretty good. You know what worries me though? You see the 2019 price action. Remember, we rode that together. You caught most of those longs, 2019. So just a bit more forward. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Just a bit back.
Yeah,
Yeah, we rode
yeah.
most of
I
that.
caught it towards here. So I got long here actually.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
long
yeah.
here, and I rolled it towards here, and then I think I caught the next leg down here, and I shorted loads here. But yeah,
No, yeah, man. You smart. That's the only thing that I wonder sometimes. I would prefer it if it just freaking had a bull market and a bear market. When it chops like that,
but
when you
this
get,
is the market. This is the market. He is here to take your money, not make you
yeah,
money.
yeah,
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't seem to understand that. Anyway, bro, if you don't mind, if we could take a look at oil real quick, because I think it would be
yeah.
beneficial for these guys just to see sort of what the energy prices are doing with the current climate. Energy is
Um,
something that a lot of people aren't focusing on, and it's something that I've seen XO focus on a lot, and I think he's
yeah,
right in doing so.
I tried oil. I tried it on a more of a swing basis.
Oh, bro,
But
oil and USD CAD. I've seen you smash those like there's no tomorrow,
yeah.
man. I really miss those days. Not to get emotional on the stream, but I miss those days, bro. Those days
Yeah.
were a lot of fun, man. Those days were a lot of fun.
I think we're at a critical point, a turning point as well. Oil goes up, and then I think the risk assets will, in this environment, I think they're going to go down. But usually, when oil has been going down, ES has been bid. But personally, so see what we're approaching now. We're approaching a yearly level. Yeah, we're approaching last year's high now. So I don't think oil is done, personally. Um, but what I'll be looking for, I mean, has it bottomed? It could have actually bottomed right now. This could be a double bottom in full formation. What I would like to see personally, and this is where I'm from a personal traditional market account and where I work. I'm gonna be looking for something like this. Okay, so we've got this in place. Remember that's a yearly level. Based on my thoughts on the equities being low in soon, high in soon, etc., etc. Maybe one more dive, take out that, clean our bottom. Once it releases, boom, I'm be going towards towards this region, and then new highs. That's my play. Now, if it does bottom from here, what would I do? No problem at all. Just like I showed with Bitcoin. I mean, yes, previously, that's that there. I will get on board the breakout play, and that's the deviation then, and I'll long it like that then.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking at around 85, maybe 80, 82 to 85s, capping the downside.
Man, I can't believe this thing went below zero, and now we're talking about longing at 85. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah,
I cannot believe that. And this thing smashed Bitcoin to pieces as well. Just
yeah.
because obviously this is correlated with energy prices. I you really can never tell what this market is going to do. I swear to God, you can
Oil is
never
a
ever.
dangerous market. Yeah, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, man.
I've been caught off guard and fucked me over many times. I've been fucked, but it is what it is.
It's made you who you are. You know what? I've got a question for you on behalf of these guys here, right? Because this is something that I'd like to really explain to these guys to help them understand. But a lot of these guys in the chat today, they're all crypto guys. They heavily focus on crypto. What would you
Mm.
say? Would you say that if you're somebody that's heavily focused on crypto, what's the importance of learning about traditional markets? And how confluent would you say it is? So, for instance, today we looked at Bitcoin. Yes, we did. We looked at price action. We broke it down, but we also looked at the dollar. We also looked at oil. We also looked at the S&P. What would you say the importance of learning traditional markets is, and how does it help with cryptocurrencies in
Before we
terms of?
continue, there's like 250 of you guys here. Get to at least 200 likes, then I'll
Oh,
continue.
thank you. Yeah,
Come on,
thank you.
guys.
And if you
Get the
haven't,
likes up.
fantastic. Thank you so much, bro. And if you haven't already, guys, please, if you're learning something, if you're enjoying the content, it takes a second. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying our hardest to get to 3K subscribers. And SC's come on today in his own time. He's come on today to help you guys out, to help the NJ community learn a thing or two. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and please make sure to join the Telegram group, which is the first link in the description below. So SC, as we were just saying, what do you think? What do you think the importance is of learning, traditional markets and how they operate, and how would it affect your crypto
I
trading per se?
I think it is important. I mean, just keep an eye on. I mean, it is important. For me, it is. I'm from a traditional markets background, but I mean, even if you don't learn everything, I mean, at least keep an eye on what ES is doing, because Bitcoin is more of a it is maybe like a traditional market asset class now. So,
Mm,
so if Bitcoin, I mean, ES is still the daddy, or whatever. Bitcoin's ES is bitch basically. ES goes up, Bitcoin goes up. ES goes down, Bitcoin will go down. So if you
yeah.
get a close eye and say you're looking like a bullish setup on Bitcoin, and everything looks bullish, but ES is looking bearish, probability wise, that bullish setup is probably a fake out. In that sense, keep an eye on what traditional markets are doing, and I think Bitcoin will follow that. I mean, I'm not saying these other coins like Dogecoin and stuff. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. That's not my area. I
Well,
have no clue.
do you
It's I
know what?
think
I'll tell you what. We are going to have to talk about. I want to hear you go nuts with this one, because I know you're going to cuss these guys out. I'm
it's
waiting for it.
correct me if I'm wrong, right? Is it gonna be like is it like what happened last year? Like liquidity was completely drawn out, and
Okay.
everybody's playing thinking about
So so so,
this
so
coin. I've no clue, so honestly I don't know what's going on.
no. So check this out. I'll give you a very brief rundown as to sort of just a bird's eye view as to what's going on, right? So you know how you've got I'm gonna have to waffle a little bit and go
Yeah,
around in
yeah,
a longer
carry
route.
on, man.
Yeah.
We got
All
time.
right. So you've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king of crypto, and then you've got Ethereum, right? Vitalik comes and he says, "I'm going to make Ethereum. Ethereum's going to be faster than Bitcoin. It's going to have more supply. It's going to be easier to transfer from me to you, etc., etc." And the beautiful thing about Ethereum is that you can now build your own cryptocurrency projects on top of Ethereum, and that led to an alt cycle. Then what happened in 2021? We started getting layer twos, right? We started getting like Matic. Matic came out, and now you can build your projects on Matic, Polygon. You can build your projects on Solana. You can build your projects on AVAX. All these sort of layer two chains came out. Now, this is where it gets a bit sort of controversial, right? So, you've got Doge and Shiba. Now, these are meme tokens. They don't really have any purpose. They're memes, right? And because they're memes, I love memes personally. I made a lot of money off meme tokens. I know it's very controversial and a lot of people don't, but the whole concept of a meme is that it doesn't serve any purpose. It's the community that drives it up. Now, I guess this bear market has gotten to Doge and Shiba too much, because you know what they're doing? They're trying to be the next Matic and Solana. Like, yeah,
I love it.
yeah,
Pump and dump,
yeah,
pump and
yeah.
dump. Let's
That's
do it.
that's
I'm down
yeah,
for it. Let's do it.
yeah. No cap, no cap, bro. It's like me saying, you know what? Yeah, trading is live, but I might try race car driving. I don't.
Yeah,
I might
I'm
open a
down for it,
chicken
man.
shop.
Who we dumping on? So just buy up. But
But
it's
this is
long
this
lasting.
is
I
what
mean, everybody's
confuses
gonna
me.
realize.
But this is what confuses me. Like if they're now becoming layer twos, then are they not meme? If they're not memes anymore, then does that mean they're going to?
I
I don't
think the
know,
whole
dude. I
fucking
don't know.
memes, man. I think the traditional market's all memes. Everything's a meme.
Oh man, not like this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like the next polka dot is being built on Doge? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
for after somebody just wakes up here, let's see how stupid these guys are. So
Oh my
there's
god,
gonna be a group here that understands it all, and they have some inside info that's gonna get in early. They get in, and then they release, yo, this is the next one, yeah, and then they ride it up. Then the next wave rides it up for them. Then the initial one dumps on that one, then the other one dumps on the other one.
bro. Well, do you know what it reminds me of? Right, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. So in 2017, me and EXO, we used to play these lending games, right? These lend. So back in the day, there were different narratives. So like today we have narratives. We have like memes. We have layer ones, layer twos. We have oracles, etc. In 2017, we had narratives as well. And one of the big narratives that we had in 2017 was lending platforms. So you've heard of BitConnect. I'm sure you've heard of BitConnect, but there were other ones as well. So like from BitConnect, we had other ones like Regal Coin. We had there was one that we had called Devor, right? And back then, public sales were much easier to get involved in because, of course, there weren't many participants in the market. So anyway, we bought into this Devor coin. We both put like half a Bitcoin into it. We were like, go on, then let's see what happens. And it did well. It did well. It printed like 1,000x. Right, we didn't sell the top. We didn't sell the top, but it printed around 1,000x. And then one day they decided to rug, as most of these projects do. Yeah, and when they rugged, it was so mad the way they did it. The way they rugged was by saying, "Yeah, we're moving to become a payments platform now instead of a lending platform. So whatever our token is,
Oh my god.
you can just pay using our token." You know what I'm saying? And when I'm looking at Doge and Shiba do what Doge and Shiba are doing, I can't tell if it's out of desperation because the market is just going down. It's not about losing money; it's about not being
No,
able to
it's just
make money.
opportunity. It's opportunity. They're not everybody's like miserable, right? From the bags down 99%. Let's give them a bit of hopium and rub them again. Yeah, man, let's do it again. Let's give them
No,
hopium and then snatch it
that's
back off
mad.
them.
That's mad,
That's what
bro.
it
We
is.
need a Castillo meme for that one, bro. We need
It's
a
not looking good,
Castillo
bro.
meme for that one.
It's not looking good. You followed me,
Not
man.
looking
You
good,
followed
bro.
me on Facebook. I mean, Twitter.
Oh yes, I saw that. I saw that, bruv. To be honest, yeah, he's late to the party, bro. He should have been following from a while back. Like he's a big man. Don't get it twisted. I know his music and everything is mad. I got respect for him, but he should have been following you from time, bro. Like if you look at his Twitter and you look at your Twitter, we can see who the celeb is. You
Nah,
get me?
he's big on other platform. I don't think he's a Twitter guy. I think like the one that's
Mm.
Instagram, YouTube. I
Oh,
don't think he's.
wait till your YouTube gets to 500,000 followers in the next cycle, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you this now, yeah. And I'm saying this in front of everybody because I'm proud of it. It's a thing I'm proud to say. XO, bro. I remember in 2018, we were focused so much on traditional markets, and XO was one of the only people talking about Bitcoin, and his Twitter account was just stuck on 40K. It just didn't budge. And as soon as the bull market kicked in and everybody wanted to know about Bitcoin, boom, he shot up to like 300K. Even yours, I think when I met you, you were on like 16, 17K
But
followers
mine
on
was
Twitter. When
private for ages. I was
oh,
on like 1K followers, so 2K back
it,
up to private. I
do you
didn't
know
end up with
what?
it.
I remember now. I remember now. It was when, oh God, you've triggered a memory, bro. Do you know? I remember now. So, do you remember when Bitcoin kept tapping 6K? It kept tapping 6K in 2017. Every time we tapped 6K, and in 2018, it kept tapping 6K. And you were the only person that came out and said, guys, you know what? The fact that it's tapping 6K this many times, it's like basic support and resistance.
I
And
came in and nobody knew. Most of them are like from straight from into crypto. They're not. I don't know if this
it
flow.
was it was
They have
that,
no
bro. It
clue
was
how
that.
the market worked. But
Bro,
yo,
I
this is
kept
the
going
new
all
market.
in. Back then, during that time, every time we tapped 6K, I was going all, I was like, you know what? The low's in. 6K is where you buy, everywhere else is where you sell. And I remember you did a video, you were like, guys, look, it's very basic, lower high, lower high, lower high. And we keep tapping this support. How long is it going to be before it breaks? And back then, nobody really understood what price action was. Everybody was
It's
sort of
still there. The
trading.
video's still there on my YouTube channel. I forgot
Yeah,
to around
bro.
these dates. Still there.
Oh man, when it broke, you didn't even gloat. You were like, Bitcoin has now broken. I'll give you the next plan soon. Target is very aggressive and it's coming very quickly. I don't know what to say. If you got on board, GG. I gave you months to get on board. Why are you not complaining? Why are you not
Yeah,
complaining?
I wrote this son of a bitch down nicely. This is
Yeah, man. I remember that really well. I remember that super, super well because, and I'll tell you why I remember that super well. It's because I started shorting it at the bottom. I didn't understand a thing back then, bro. I was joining all your classes. I didn't understand a single thing. It just goes to show how far we've come. It just goes to show. I'm really proud of you, bro. I'm really proud of how far you've come. You've done really, really
Appreciate that, my
fantastic.
bro.
You've got a huge community that respect you. Guys, let's throw some comments up. Everybody is quiet in the comments. Let's get some comments up and show some appreciation to TraderSZ, who's taken time out of his day to come and give us a little lesson. So SC, are you looking at any other charts at the moment? Maybe I see that you've got the VIX there. You know, a lot of people here, they've only started looking at the VIX just because you and XO have been talking about it. But I feel like a lot of people don't really understand what the volatility index is. Would you be able to give us a one sentence, one or two
What I'll
sentences?
do is I won't step on Exo's shoes, but he because he gives a deep explanation. I'll give it simple. It's just a volatility index. To keep it simple, right, I'm gonna give you like a basic one. It's not something that can be taught straight away. It's basically if VIX goes up, ES down. Keep it as simple as that. If you remember it like that, that's all you really need to know. Basically, so VIX are levels where decent levels for a bounce now. I don't think it'll go towards 14. I'd be surprised if it goes to 14s. That's the other extreme end. But another confluence factor where we expect the volatility to come in. So ES down, Bitcoin down, VIX up. That's what it usually means. So while this has been drifting lower, ES has been going up. So just you look at it as an inverse of things. Just to keep it simple. The rest you can Google it yourself and stuff like that. I think it's for the best. Or watch XO streams. He goes into deeper. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna get patience to explain the ins and outs of it.
Oh man, Exo streams, bro, orgasmic.
Yeah.
You know what? Big man ting, bro. Maximum homo when I say this. Exo streams are
Maximum.
orgasm. Honestly, bro, do you know I tell you what it is, right? I tell you what, you do this a lot as well. You do this a lot as well, where there are certain streams that you have. There are certain streams that you have, right, where it's informational. You're there because you want to get a quick recap of what price is doing. Then there's other streams that you do where you don't just break down price. You're like, today we're going to grab this thing by the balls. We're not just going to understand it. We're going to turn it over and we're going to make it our bitch. I remember this one stream that you did, bro, GBP USD. Oh my, it was a 6-hour stream. I don't know if you're going to, I don't know if you're going to remember that, bro. We took a trade live. I've got to bring my camera up for this one. We took a trade live, bro. I was there because I was at work. It was at like 10 a.m. or something. And by the time the stream finished, I was leaving my shift. No lunch break, no nothing. Right. And it went 1 pip away from our stop. And I remember you were like, motherfucker. But then listen to this. It went 1 pip away from our stop and then dropped a target in one candle, in a 15-minute candle.
Yeah.
It was like AR in 15 minutes. You were like, I knew it. Fucking cable.
Yeah, I remember. Actually, I remember that one.
Bro, it was the
now you're
maddest
thinking, I remember
stream.
it.
We had
Yes.
some crosspairs. We were trading as well on that day as well. We had GBP NZD. We had
Yeah,
there was another one. There was another one that you kept smashing. Oh, it was pound yen. CAD yen.
One, yeah.
CAD yen. That's the one. What's CAD yen the inverse of again? It's the inverse of
correlated to oil. So oil up, Cardano.
yes. So whenever we were looking at dollar yen, we were looking at the crosspairs as well for confluence, and sometimes the crosspairs were spiky, so we would take some of the crosspairs. I remember this. And for those of you who are in the chat,
usually are correlated, yeah. So,
for those of you who are in the chat and watching, I know that you're probably seeing some charts that you're not familiar with, like the traditional charts, but I promise you that if you pay attention to what you're seeing on the screen now, try and learn all of these things. Try and learn about oil. Try and learn about cross pairs in traditional markets. Try and learn about the majors in traditional markets. They will really help you in understanding what crypto is doing, because Bitcoin has changed. Bitcoin isn't quite like it was in the past. Bitcoin started off as a meme in itself, but as SC mentioned around 15 minutes ago, Bitcoin is moving more like a what was the word that you used, SC? Bitcoin is moving more like a traditional market now. So it's something that you guys need to start learning. It's something that you need to pay attention to. It is something that will confluence. And I'm seeing you've got a trend line there as well. I've got that same trend line marked out as well. It's good confluence.
Yeah, so see if that breaks, that would also be the break of the mid-range spoke about.
It's good
so
confluence.
If it breaks down, then towards target. So if I wasn't in this trade, I'd say I did take profit for whatever reason, then I'd get back in there. Something like that.
You know what? I've got a feeling, bro, that if the way that this structure is forming, I've got a small feeling that if we drop, we're going to drop so hard, man.
Exactly,
We're going to drop.
I mean, equally, I could be completely wrong and it just rockets up. I'm open to that as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
but that's why we
technically,
have
we,
our
we
risk in
haven't
place.
we haven't broken market structure, but it just looks shit, man. Like it doesn't. To me, I can't find any example where something like this looks like the low. Like let's. I'm not saying that we're gonna go to new all-time lows. I'm just saying that I've never seen a pattern like this with the current context that we have, where it looks like a low. At the very least, we can't argue. We can't say that we're not going to revisit lower levels. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't have to make
Yeah,
new lows, but we can't say that we're not going to revisit lower levels. For me, the line in the sand for me personally is 21,600. I think get below 21,600 and it's just why are we going to go there? You know, I think it's lower than this range. But
yeah. For me personally, if it gets below here, then we're
oh
on.
yeah, that's the one. Sorry, I couldn't see your screen. 21,600. Yeah, exactly. I think that lines up with your red line as well. And then probably June lows next. That June low, your range low there, it looks a bit like an inefficiency, bro. Do you know what I mean? Not exactly a gap, but it looks a bit like an inefficiency. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me
So I
personally,
could I
I was going to say back to F. You were on about F. Another way of like onboarding this without. I mean, I look around here's probably top soon if it's gonna go. I mean, if it starts smashing above here, that's not good. This needs to cap it. For me, like an easy way is for F. Would be just break it down to SR levels. And I did go over this in stream, but I'll go over it for you with your stream. It's just
thank you,
basically
bro.
this floor here. We got that floor there. We got lovely clean lows there to take
Yeah,
out.
oh,
I mean, this
nice.
could still go up, but I do expect some sort of stop runs. I mean, when was the last time they were tested? It's been a while. So what I would say is to play level to level. So what we've got here is, I mean, whatever happens here, however high it goes, doesn't matter to me. Break below here, trigger, invalidation, target one, target two, target three. But if it comes into here as bouncing, cut it. If it then gets back below here, well, just like this was a deviation, get back in, ride it down towards here, and then they are more or less done. We'll see if it's going to nuke further or not. That's up to the market. But I know my play from here towards here, and I know my play towards here. My risk, my target, and then that's it. Invalidation.
Do you think a move to take out those clean lows would be healthy for the market in terms of further
Yeah,
upside as
yeah.
well?
I think it will. I think everybody's fucking long as fuck from 2K. Just look at it. I mean, when the last time the stocks were run, whenever I see structure like this forming, I mean, this son of a bitch is gonna nosedive. I personally think, at least my personal opinion is, um, if it is gonna go up, I think there's something like this would be healthy for the market, where it just like this, and then you can possibly look for some longs and maybe towards here, or if it after that breaks down below here, get ready new lows.
You know
This
what,
is gonna
dude?
be my key pivot.
That lines up. I think that level lines up with Bitcoin's 21,600 as well. It's the same price action. I think
And
it
then,
does.
yep. And then if it's going to go up, okay, that's my key resistance area. At that point, probably target around here. So, and then here. So if it does smash back up, well, that's resistance becomes support. I'll take the long target, and we're done.
Wow. I think that one would take us all by surprise. I think if that happened.
But we'll see. I mean, anything's possible in this market. We have no certainties. I just play. These are my triggers. If I get my trigger, I'll take it. If I don't, I'll step aside and wait.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Would you feel comfortable if we took a couple of questions from the chat, if that's all right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
All right, awesome, awesome. So I've seen a question here from Matteo. I can answer this one myself. He says, "Guys, just curiosity, how many times bull market was back in 2018 according to Twitter?" I'm not sure I understand your question, mate, but yesterday I did a video on market cycles. So if you want to watch yesterday's video, you'll understand how many times we've had a bull market and how we get back into one. Um, we've got another question here from Piotr, who says, "Essie, do you pay attention to the DAX? It's as important as ES."
Yeah.
And what? Yeah, do you pay
I
attention
mean,
to the
yeah,
DAX?
I do trade the ducks. Yeah, I haven't traded in a while. Let's have a look. I mean, usually when equity's topping out, they all do it together. I haven't traded the DAX in a while. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. This is my critical level now for DAX as well. Um, if I look at the bigger picture, let's have a look. I haven't looked at this in a little while now. I did write this down. I personally think DAX. Let's go to monthly. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the monthly base, right, we're retesting, we're coming back to that monthly consolidation where we consolidated for a while as big resistance there. So if I'm going for a trigger, so what you want to do is if you want to time the trigger for a possible short on these, now if it's really going to squeeze up, it'll probably come towards here. But does it necessarily have to? No. I mean, we've got a minimum here. So what I'll be looking for would be some sort of breakdown. So if it, I mean, I'm going to time with ES anyway, but something like, actually, let me zoom in, make it life difficult for myself. Similar structure wise, they've all got
Yeah.
that broadening wedge pattern thing,
Since
haven't they?
since you pointed out that that three drives on ES, I can't stop seeing it on every
Yeah,
major that I look
they're
at.
everywhere right now, and when they're heading into resistance area, so let it do its thing. However, it's going to do it, and then once it does that, then I think we're ready. Target 21 low. If it gets below that, that becomes a deviation. See that there?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Support, resistance. If I never get on board there for whatever reason, I'll get on board there and I'll ride it to new lows.
Mm. So that's your answer on the DAX. I hope you guys appreciate that as well. Let's see if we've got. Would you mind looking at the FTSE, for instance? Would you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
can
I'm
take a look.
gonna have a word on this shit.
Alfonso will look at the FTSE for you, my friend. And once
Um,
again, guys, while SC is doing this, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We are 60 subscribers away from 3K. We've been trying to break 3K for a while now. So if you guys are learning something and you guys are appreciating the content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. It does go a long way.
Futsy's had quite pullback, hasn't it? I mean, I'd say, I mean, if this is gonna top out, maybe something like run these highs, and then once it rejects, play it back down towards here.
God, that would look nasty, bro.
Yeah, the FTSE looks quite strong. I don't really trade FTSE as much. One-offs I trade it, but yeah, I'm not really good at trading FTSE. The behavior is a bit different.
Mm, mm.
It's not my market. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a chart, right? Everybody trades different charts. It's all the same in a way, as long as it's got liquidity and it's showing you enough data. You know what I mean, right?
Mm.
Yeah. You know what? There is one question here, and this is quite an important question. I think that a lot of people tend to ask this question. I've had this question about you a couple of times, and I won't pin it on the chat, but I'll mention it myself. So someone here says, "Hey SC, oh wait, I just had it and I scrolled up and I lost it. Okay, but he's talking about your group, the group that you run, the SC members group.
Mm.
Now, this group, I've been a part of this group for the better part of a few years now, and I've learned a hell of a lot from this group. But I have to say though that upon joining the group, there was a sort of learning curve that I had to adhere to in order to really get myself up to speed with the class. So I know that a lot of people want to join your group, but some people feel afraid, some people feel worried, some people feel nervous.
It should
If you
be.
had, yeah, oh man, you just triggered another memory there. You just triggered the first time I ever asked you for a chart request. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? um, so if you was to sort of advise anyone, right? Say for instance, somebody wanted to join your classroom and sort of keep up with the other students and keep up with the content that you put out. What would you say the level has to be? What would you consider a decent
The
level?
level has to be understand my YouTube videos. It's not for
Mm,
beginners. I ain't got time to handhold. Beginners, you're wasting your time because there's gonna be it's just gonna walk over your head. It's just gonna be too much. You gotta have some experience in the market, understand what I do on YouTube. If you can grasp that, then maybe consider. But honestly, I mean, I reject more people. I don't have time for it. It's not
yeah,
signal,
100%.
and I just don't have time for it. I mean, the whole purpose of my group is for tax purposes. But yeah, we talk about that another
No, no,
time.
no, no, definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
I just know. Yeah, I just know that a lot of people, they want to learn, right? And who better to learn? If I'm going to advise anyone to learn, if Dank was to advise anybody
it's
to learn,
usually for people that are self learners.
yeah,
People that are watch this 124. 1 second. Let's see what happens. The time at 124. Let's see if the algo kicks in.
yeah, okay, all right, cool. Let's
I've noticed
maximize your
this
screen.
algo.
Let's maximize your screen, and yeah,
It's
there
the
we go.
algo that kicks in at 124. Right? I want to see if it works today. But anyways, yeah, it's for people that want to that are like it's still those type of people you get where you just teach them a bit and then they go off on their own. and then just study and look at all sorts of stuff. It's for those kind of people. It's not for I'm sorry if you're lazy, you need to be handheld. You need somebody else that's gonna step by step. I don't need step by step. I just teach in general, and the rest you fill in the blanks yourself. It's one of those
Yeah,
ones.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
There's different types of learning, isn't there? There's just some people you give them the minimum and they go ahead of themselves. Then there's those that need to be handheld and mollycoddled and tap on the back. I will give you a slap on the back, but not tap on the back.
You know, you know what it is, bro. It was. I mean, I remember we had this conversation in at the end of 2017. We had this conversation, and I was asking you. I remember asking you, and I was saying, why I'm struggling to understand it, and I don't know why. And you mentioned something really important to me, and I think that it's good for these guys to sort of understand as well, because I know a lot of them want to join your class and experience that feeling that we've experienced too. Um, One of the things that you mentioned was, oh, Bitcoin's moving. One of the things that you mentioned was that I was following too many people at the time, and what tends to happen is if you mix up too many trading sort of what's the word I'm looking for? If you mix up too many trading strategies, you can get confused, and rather than doing good for yourself, you might end up doing more harm for yourself.
Mm.
So what would you say? I mean, I know that you're a price action trader, right? So if somebody was to want to join your classroom, would you say that it would be good to maybe level out the noise for a bit from other traders, focus on the price action that you do, and maybe Bitcoin for ledgers, for example, right? And then consider joining your class? Would that be something that's plausible?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, whatever you do, whoever you learn from, just do it. Make it like just focus on one thing at a time. Just no, get grasp of that, and then naturally you'll pick up on other stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
so when you can master one thing, other stuff naturally come in anyway. It's like a starting point. But yeah, don't
yeah.
be too things that way, because then you do one thing, then somebody's got to do another thing and another thing. They stepped in today. Let's see. Give it a little while. Sometimes give it a couple of minutes. Steps in.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully,
let's do it, man.
what
Let's do it.
hopefully it's the algo that goes off at 124. Maybe not today.
It's
Maybe
having a think though. It's
today.
having a think.
It's having a think. I'm watching it. Watch it. You know what? It came to our face here, but I was blindly shorting the fuck out of it. But just at that point, the violation was clear. Let's see if it does it. Let's see with F. Sometimes F has the better reaction. 124. Here's that 124 there. Let's see. It's at resistance level, so naturally it's a setup for me anyway. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Is it happening? Is it
You're
happening?
giving the community you're giving the community a
Hey,
lot.
you better not be blindly trading this. I know there's people here blindly shorting this. Take your finger off the button, everybody. Don't put your finger on the button. It's happening. Fuck, it's happening. Me saying it's happening is making everybody jump in now.
Oh my god.
Shit, it actually is.
You created size without even
That's true. That's the funny thing on Twitter. I could post a random time. People were just piling because of that. Oh god, it's only a fucking.
Oh look,
meme,
we've got BTC Charlie in the chat. How's
Oh,
it going,
wait.
mate?
Charlie had his finger on triggers. No point, no for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I know he's shorting no point, no for Bitcoin.
He went all in with $10.
That's it. Yeah, well, we got the red candle. That's it. It's done. The red candle. We got it. We got it.
Yo, a few pips is a few pips, bro. Winning's winning.
Yes, we made the money. We made the money. That's it. Want to stay more.
It does look like it's turning though. It does look like it's turning. I'm
I'm
kind of keen myself. I'm getting suspenseful myself now, bro.
Everybody's just quiet. Everybody's like, shut the fuck up, man. Watch the candles. Stop walking in, James. What's wrong with you? Standard. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh shit! It is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's suspenseful, bro.
Come off. At the same time, watching this with you guys. Imagine actually pull it off this time. They fucked her up. You bastard.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet, guys. Look,
and they're still keeping it.
Bro, I'm suspenseful, bro. I'm watching this. I'm like, right, this is a bit mad. This
Half
feels
of
like
people watching it. I did the first 3 times with Jim, and it fucking worked precisely. Sometimes they did it 1 hour before, so I usually watch it 2 hours. And now, right, everybody's knows about it. So
Yeah,
of
now because
course,
everybody went short. Everybody went short. The order book, the footprints went a bit mad, so they sent it the other way. Jeez, Louise, 300 people here, 300 people here, and we are 34 subscribers away from 3K.
Come
Can
on,
we
let's
make
just
it
subscribe to
happen?
the channel. Subscribe to NJ's channel. Come on. Oh, shit,
Can we
it's still
actually make it
working.
happen?
It could still happen. Everybody's watching this live on stream.
Hey, bro,
Don't lie. I
everybody,
know
every,
half of
every.
you shorted, didn't you? I'm already short from before, so that's
Oh
my
my God,
part.
is this actually
Nobody blame me.
happening?
Nobody blame me. You know,
Hey, bro,
it's my
you've taken price action
speak the
to a
books,
different
Charlie.
level,
Speak
bro.
the books.
Hey, Charlie, you went in with size, $10, and look what's
They're up
happening.
to F now. They're doing it on F now. Oh shit! Fucking scammers, the whole lot of you. Look at you, look at us. We're fucking playing with algos.
I can't believe this. I thought you were joking, when you were
No,
talking.
no, no. I actually noticed it. I was smacking the blind at one point. I was in Asia and I wondered if I was smacking it blind at a tight stop. Smack because the stop would have been just above the 1 minute high. So all or nothing. Yeah, for one of them, like, I don't fucking how much are. It came to a
Oh my
point, but
God.
then it's too risky. So I just used to use. See, he's working on F now. F is the one that's doing it on now. They
It's
moved
just
on to F. Actually, still working on this as well for now.
leading the way. Yeah, leading the way. Oh man. Does look a bit like a double top as well
Oh
on that 1
shit!
minute.
They still haven't closed it. I would have been. I was surprised they haven't. I thought they would have stopped it by now, but I don't think it's that as effective. Nobody would have done a bigger move by now.
Oh, do you know what it
Okay,
is? Do you
okay,
know no
okay.
one
It's not looking good, bruv.
it's not looking good, bro. It's not. Let me see. Let me see if I can get that up. Have you got that video?
Yeah,
Have you got
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Have you,
I get it.
send it to me. Send it to me on Telegram. Send it to me on TG.
Shit. I'll send him my phone.
All right, safe. There's a thing that I can do with this streaming software where I can bring it up in the. Anyway, send it to me. Send it to me, and I'm gonna play it.
Yeah. I'm trying to fucking find it.
Are you worried, bruv?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what it is. You know it's on your Telegram. Hold on, it's on your Telegram. Let me
No,
grab it from you.
I'll send it to you here. Now. I've got it here.
Oh,
I've
bless,
got
bless.
1, 2.
My UK number or my Dubai number?
No, I sent check Telegram.
Oh, Telegram. Bless. Oh yeah, I've got it. Oh my God.
It's actually working.
How do I all right, cool. Do this.
And there's the other one.
To video.
Send you both.
Hey, SC, watch this.
Are you worried, bruv? Are you worried?
Bro, but look at this.
Are you worried, bruv? Are you worried?
How do I? Oh, it bugged out. I need to figure out how to use this, but this is too mad, bruv. Let me try add it one more time.
Bruv, I need to head off, yeah?
Yeah. No problem, bro. No problem. It was great. It was great having you on. And obviously, just quick one for the man, them real quick.
One more question.
It's not looking good, bruv.
Oh, shit.
It's not looking good.
Yeah, but look, man. Look, on a serious note, bro, I really appreciate you you joining the show. It was a fantastic show today. There was a lot to sort of cover and a lot to learn. I think for anybody who wants to watch this again, just for educational purposes, you certainly can do. There is a lot to take away from it. Every time SC comes on, it's always a pleasure. We always learn something new. So, give a big shout out to SC before he shoots off. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the content. I myself am going to shoot off as well as soon as you go, SC. I'll just say a quick goodbye to the people. And yeah, thank you so much, man. Will you be back on the NJ show? I think that's what everybody wants.
I'll try stream from Greece if I can. Let me see. Let me see if I can, bro. But you know what it is? I might need your help setting shit up, yeah? But
yeah, no problem.
I'll do it from there. Let's do it from there. We should
no problem. Do you know what? We should get you and XO set up on this same system. You can actually the beautiful thing about this system that I'm using is you can actually stream from multiple platforms at once, you know?
Yeah, I've never seen this before. So yeah,
yeah.
Don't worry, chat.
Yeah, we need to have a good IT catch up anyway, you know?
Yeah. So take care and thank you everybody for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to NJ. Let's get to 3K. I'll catch you guys soon. Shit, it's working as well. Look
Yeah,
at that.
bro.
Look at that. You
I'm
can't
not
make
saying.
that shit up. We did it live as well. Fucking hell.
Oh,
We did
oh,
it. We
shit,
did it.
shit. Hold on.
Oh
Stay there,
shit.
stay there. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay
That
there,
fuck
stay there.
stage. Oh shit. They did it. They did it.
Are you worried, bruv? Are you worried?
All right. Take care, lads. Bye bye.
All right, take care, my bro. Take care. Salam, salam. Thank you for joining. All right, guys, there you go. That was a fun show. That was a fantastic show. I really appreciate every single one of you joining. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys had good fun. I had a great time. It's always a lot of fun when TraderSZ comes on the show. We come live every day at 12:15 p.m. BST. We do this every day, Monday to Friday. We're here. We talk about Bitcoin. We talk about Ethereum. We talk about altcoins. We talk about the general market. We talk about news that goes on in the market as well. So look, if you enjoy the content, if you like what we have to offer here on In It for the Tech, please consider subscribing to the show because it only takes a second. It's for free. Hit the bell icon so you know that we're coming live. I have a Telegram channel as well where I update you guys a bit more intricately, I'd say. So the link is in the description below. It's the first link in the description below. So please do feel free to sub to the Telegram channel, become part of the NJ community, and we'll have more shows like this in the future as well. We'll have TraderXO on soon, very, very soon. And if we are lucky, we'll have both TraderXO and TraderSC on as well to do a sort of massive live stream. We'll have lots of questions, we'll have lots of info. So yeah, take care, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you once again for joining the stream. And I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday for another episode of the NJ Show at 12:15 p.m. BST. Cheers, everyone. Goodbye.